Hey everybody, this is Crazy with Crazy Gaming, and welcome back to episode 2 of Punk. In our last episode, we actually put down our foundations. We worked with the laser to clear this area of all the scrap. We set down a container for the laser to fill. We have quite a bit of metal scrap in here. We put down, of course, our bench, our crafting bench, which has an assortment of items that we can craft from the bench to help us put together things and make things that we need. We also put in a stairwell so that we could go up to the monolith. This is monolith 1. The terraforming process has begun. We're collecting seeds for growing the plants necessary to complete this. Let's see if we can catch that elevator before it takes off. Shoot. Anyways, we need to go up to the second floor up there to get our seeds, and this will be the last time we collected 2 sets of seeds. The first time, this is the 3rd set and the last that we need to collect. We're going to go over here and grab it. There's no fall damage in the game, so you can jump from heights and not worry about damage, which is kind of nice. I'm going to hit T to turn on my light because it's still a little dark. It's becoming daylight, I think. Nope, it's just getting dark. Anyways, sometimes the planet can get so dark you can't see anything. It's so dark. And then other times the darkness is kind of light like this, which is nice when it's like that. But anyways, the last thing we did was set down these planter beds, and what we're going to need to do now is we are going to need to make some buckets. Now I could search for the buckets, and in fact that's how you got them before, but now you have the ability to make them, which is kind of nice. I want to quickly fill out this last section here. Oops, we need some more materials. Anyways, I'm going to need to stow a bunch of stuff out of my bag so I can have room for all the buckets. Let's put the plants in. And then let's put this in there, and this in here, and this and this. We're going to need all this stuff back for our laser when we go to set it up again. I just want to empty the bags out right now, except for the scrap metal, the copper, and this. Now I don't know what it requires. We may be able to put some of that back in the storage because we're going to be getting 17 of these buckets right now. So let's scroll down and see what the requirements are for it. So we just need metal scrap. So we can put all the rest of that stuff back in here. Well, not all the rest, but the copper. I'm going to need these 2 because I'm going to go grab some more of this so that we can make the buckets we need. And I'm going to turn all that into metal scrap. Okay, so let's see if we can make us some buckets. Let's move this down in the bottom corner here. Alright, so we need, how many did I say? 17? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. Okay, so that's 12. We're going to need some more metal scrap. So let's grab some more of this. Move this back down here. That's 15, 16, 17. And that's all the buckets we'll need. And there's a method to my madness. If you wait, you will see. Okay, so before we do all that, let's go ahead and grab the copper. Let's see what we need to make the pump and the tank. We need 5 steel scrap, 4 copper, and 10 scrap metal. Okay, so we will need this one, and we will need some copper. Now, do we have enough of those things to make this? Let's see. Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and put it down. Now, normally I would want this facing this way. We'll leave it like that because that's how it should be, because it would be feeding a humidifier. But because we only have to make one grow, the fill in the water over here will only require us to not enough water. Oh, I'm trying to fill that bucket. Let me pick that back. Well, we'll get to it. Now we need to make the pump. That needs 3 basic pumps, 3 large gears, and 3 small gears. So let's run back over here to our little container. Let's get rid of this and this for now. This. And what was the last thing? We want this down here. We don't want it up there. There's 3 items that we needed. Basic pump and scrap metal. Basic pump. And we need some scrap metal. And that should afford us to make the pump now. Jizz. Let's go put this in the water. Okay, so I'm going to rotate this using R. And as you can see at the front there, that's where the water pipe will connect. I need at least part of that to be visible to know where to find it. So there we go. Now we need to go make us a pipe. I tried. I'm going to need to head back to our table. Let's see what we need to make the pipe. Not enough materials, so we must be missing copper scrap. Probably both. We don't need these anymore. Let's take them out. Let's grab this. And let's make some copper scrap real quick. Let's see if we have enough. What were we trying to build? Oh, the pipe. What am I doing? Yes, we do. We only need 1 pipe. No, we don't. We need 2. My bad. Old people. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and close that. We're going to run over here. We're going to open this up, and we are going to go to connections and click on the pipe. And there you have it. And we're going to open this up, and we're going to bring this back over here as far as it will go, and it should be right there, I believe. Now I'm going to turn around because I want to be seeing where I'm going with this. We actually need another pipe. And I'm going to bring this over to right at the just about the edge of the foundation here. I don't want to be underneath it, so I got to be careful. I'm going to call that good right there. So let's go make one more section of pipe. And you don't have to do this. I could have connected that up, but it leaves a great big huge ugly arc, and I don't like that. I like to try to keep my stuff clean. So that's just me. All right, so I'm going to look at this, and I've got both the pipe face and the place it's got to go in my view. Go to connections, go to pipe, clank, clank, and there you go. Otherwise, this thing would have this god ugly arch that would have went all the way back to where the pipe section ended. And so I like that better. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we can step back up here. Let's move this down here. All right, so we're going to fill these water buckets, start extracting water. Now when it's filling, it'll tell me when I can pick it back up. Now we'll do the next one, and we're going to do 6 of these. We got one more to go. Actually, let's don't do that. Let's do a bunch of them. What we're going to do is we're going to, in the first, we have to bring 6 buckets of water up to the monolith, and they're going to keep them 6. Same with the dirt. It's going to take 6 up there, and then 6 down here as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to fill all these buckets with water so we can quickly fill all the reservoirs on all these planter beds with water. Okay, now if I hold left shift down and then left click, the bucket automatically fills it. The only thing is I have to come back over here to bring it back. Boom. It takes 3 per to fill them. Boom. Move over to the next one. E, left shift, water, bring it back. And that's how that goes. And it goes pretty fast. And then we will fill 6 buckets with water again. Those will be the 6 that will go up top. And then we'll do the dirt. Okay, so all our beds are full of water. Just double check to make sure I didn't miss any. Nope. So we got them all full. That's great. Fantastic. Now I just need to fill 6 buckets of water. All right. So with that being done, we're going to run these buckets up to the monolith and stick them in the first phase of the biological key process. Now, unfortunately, you can't left click these into here. You have to manually drag them over. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 6. And we'll have to do the same with the dirt. Now the dirt process takes a little longer than the water. It's not as simple because you have to do 2 things to get the dirt clean. And what we're going to do is step up here, place the empty bucket, and start extracting the contaminated dirts. Now 6 of these buckets are going to stay in the planter beds, and 6 will go back up top, which is hence the reason we have this many buckets still left. I'm going to show you how to do how you purify or clean the dirt here next, and as soon as I do the first one, then we'll go ahead and pause and be back as soon as I'm done cleaning all of them, so you don't have to sit through any more of this, because I know it can be kind of boring. Alright, so let's step over this machine, fill with companion. Now it's cleaning the dirt. There's a countdown on the yellow screen. It's hard to see because, at least for me, because of the contrast in it, but that's how you clean the dirt. It's just that simple. You drop it in, hit E, cleaning dirt, and then when it says it's clean, you pick it back up. Now if you look at the bucket, you can see that that's like a tan light brown, and this is still dark gray. That's the difference between the contaminated and the clean. So we'll pause here and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, all the buckets are clean, or the dirt is clean in them. Now we're going to go place 5 buckets in these plant beds, and they will stay in here. They will not be coming out like the water did. Open our left shift, move to the next one. And as you can see, the beds are filled with nice dirt now, or soil, for planting. I'm going to run these buckets up to the monolith and put them in the monolith, and we will be about halfway done with the biological key. And let's put the 6 buckets over here. And there you have it. Now we just need to grow the plants and then bring them back up and deposit them. Once we get the plants planted, it takes not too long for them to grow to full health. While that's happening, we'll begin building our lines, our factory lines, so that we may, probably help if I got the plants first. Okay, we have our 6 of each species in here. Let's go plant them now. Alright, so all you have to do is shift left click, and it's the same thing, it'll automatically plant all them. And that didn't used to work either. Back in the beta, man, you had to plant each individual plant by hand, and it was really something. Okay, so now that we got the plants starting to do their thing, I want to set up our factory lines now. We're going to set up 2 lines. Let's take a look underneath here. Before we do that, let's get our power worked out. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do is make a bunch of windmills, and for that we're going to need some gears, so let's go do that. It's 2 copper scrap and 2 scrap metal for each, 5 gears and 2 large gears. So let's go do that, and let's get our power grid set up so that we're all done with that. And so we just have to connect the machines up to get them going. Before we do that, I don't know how much do we have. We might be able to have enough. I'm going to go enter base, and I'm going to grab some foundation stairs, and I'm going to try and set those up now. Well, shoot. So we need some more material. So let's grab a couple of these. Okay, so it's not going to let me put this down because the walls are here, so I'm going to need to move those. And we'll put them back down later. All right, so let's go back up front here. Jeez. That's better. All right, let's see if we can get this done. Okay, so now we have this nice little entrance here, which works out nicely. Okay, so we got started off to do something, got distracted, and totally forgot. We need gears, and we need large and small gears. So let's run over here, and let's see what we need to make those. We need scrap steel, a bunch of it. So let's go up to the top. Craft, 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 craft. Scroll back down. What we need to know is how many we need for each. We need 5 and 2. 2 large and 5 small. I want to make 8 of them, so I'm going to need 40 small and 16 large. We may have to gather some more stuff. We will. We need to go get some more materials from here. In fact, let's take them all. And we'll make a bunch of the steel scrap. Let's come back down here. Almost there. Alright, so let's see if we have enough now. Scrap metal, copper scrap. We're going to need some copper scrap as well. So, we're going to need some more stuff. So we don't need this anymore. I'm going to take it off. We'll leave that pipe and the pump in there in case at some other time down the road we want to use it for something. And then I'm going to come back down here. I'm going to pick this up. That's not where we want that. I want it back over here. And we're going to place it right on the edge here. Just like that. So, we're going to need some more scrap. We have a ton of it right in front of us right here. I'm going to drop down the laser. Oh, we need to grab the things out of storage. We put all that stuff in the storage unit. We need 50 metal, sheet metal, scrap metal, I mean. One basic capacitor and one basic processor. There's processor. There's capacitor. And we just need the scrap metal. What are we going to need for power? We still have that? Yes. Let's also make sure we grab our power cord. Okay, so we should be able to make that now. All right, let's go set that thing down. Get us some scrap real quick. We'll set it right here. And rotate it. Rubber scrap. We forgot to grab our rubber scrap. Let's go do that now. Come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Maybe because it's short. Oh, I've got it backwards up top. I gotta turn this thing around. My bad. Barely miss it every time. Okay, so let's make sure we got the N in the right side. There we go. There we go. Now we're set with that. Grab us some more of this real quick. Are our plants starting to grow yet? Why aren't they going? Ah, because we need power. I forgot. Jeez, old people. Gotta get that power up. Okay, so I'm gonna just do this really quickly. All right, that should be right. Okay. Now we get back to talking about the power, but we need some materials, and that's what we were waiting on. Scrap metal. We got enough to do 3. We need more than that, fortunately. So let's go down and make a thing happen. We will be picking up some plastic scrap because this was right next to a plastic pile, but that's fine. Eventually we'll be using the plastic. Grab as much of this as we can real quick. And as soon as we get this power done and these beds pumping, then we'll worry about getting a more permanent position for this thing. Well, not permanent, but in an area that's enough that can keep it busy for a while. Well, that's going to be it for here. We can't reach any of the other stuff. Let's run back up top and grab the scrap we need so that we can start putting together this power plant. All right, so that should be pretty close to what we need. All right, how many do we need? I mean, how much copper do we need? 2. We have 12 in our bag, so we need to make some more copper. All right, let's see if that can work. Okay. Power. Windmills. I'm going to face all the power this way, like this. I'm going to put one there. Put another one there. Put another one there. That means that give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need one more. What are we short of? Gears, of course. We need 5 small gears and 2 large gears. How much materials we have left? Yeah, we might be able to do it. All right, that should give us more than enough power. Now we're going to need a bunch of these power poles. So we're not enough money for that. Let's see if we got some. What we need, steel scraps. All right. Fingers crossed. Ah, jeez, what are we short of now? Basic capacitors times 2. Let's get some of this connected up. And then we can hook up our come on. We just got to make sure everything has power. Listen to the hum of the power. I'm liking it. This is just temporary, so we don't have to keep running all the way around. All right, so let's connect these up. Come on. Let me get out of this spaghetti mess so I can actually see the bed that I'm trying to connect to. Come on, where's my little mouse at? There we go. One more to connect, I think. I need one more connection. There it is. All right. Now our plants are ready to grow. Things are moving right along smoothly. Not really, but they're at 6% already. All right, so those are growing. Once those are grown, we'll be able to put those up in the monolith, and we will only need 20 gold ingots and 40 aluminum ingots to complete the biological key. We'll continue on with that in the next episode. Wow. So, we're on our way. We're moving along. We want to get to Monolith 2 quickly as possible. That's a whole nother beast. And hopefully you'll join us for that. If you like the game, if you enjoyed the game and the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. It's free and easy, and it helps us out, and we appreciate it. And hit the bell. You'll get a notification the next time we drop a video. Thanks for watching. This is Crazy with Crazy Gaming. This is Junk Punk, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.